Hey, glad you can make it, because today we are playing more FTB Revelations. Last time we went over some interesting things that I found for astral sorcery, including the mining, what was it the preacher called it? Mining shrine, or something like that. Did find out that they do run out. So it's perfectly okay that that one did. It's sad, but it's still perfectly okay. I have been doing a little bit of work, and you'll notice I keep this charged by coming over here. I've got two of them, so I'll just switch them back and forth constantly. Like that. Over to the right, you'll notice that I have a couple of notes. I wanted to explain the dank null. Okay, this right here, the recipe for it. Took me a bit of iron and a bit of coal, but we're good. Some white stained glass too. You make 5 of these right here, and that means 20 iron. What is this? 36 times 5. That's 180 coal. Which after my, after digging part of my hole, that made that a whole lot easier. 5 of those together gives you a dank null Mark III. I went ahead and skipped the first couple because I wanted them to be able to hold more. But if I hold down Shift and hit right click, you'll see that I have some stuff in here. Why are the eggs in there, Saf? Because I keep picking them up. So I decided if I'm going to keep picking up eggs, because I walk out here and do other things, then I might as well let them get picked up by the dank null. Because what it will do is it will hold a certain number of stacks of the items, and then it will void the rest. So there's only so many eggs I'm going to need. The cobblestone, I'm up to 1140, but there's a reason why I don't have a whole lot more than that than I do. I had put some of the other things in there, like the sand, just to give it a spot in the dank null. So when I go mining, I grab this, which I'm carrying around for now for a reason I'll tell you in a moment. The traveler's sack, which I have blacklisted with a filter to the items that I carry in here. I've got a ring of magnetization. Recipe for that is a little bit of lapis, a little bit of redstone, a ring which has a little bit of glowstone, and I had a little bit of glowstone. Yeah, I think I had the one piece, unless I used the other one somewhere else. I had 2 pieces. I swear I had 2 pieces. I got them from, picking up things in different places. So yeah, I made the magnet. And then of course you already saw me make the mining drill. I've got the traveler's sack, I've got the magnet, I've got the dank null, and this all makes me very happy whenever I mine. Okay. Now, the other cool thing about this is whenever you shift right click, well, if you look at the bottom right hand side of my screen, you'll see what is selected. And if I hold shift and mouse wheel, I can switch between them very easily. The other thing I can do is shift right click, and then I can actually hold down alt and just select the one I want it to be. If, I have a big list and I don't feel like doing the other part. You can also change the mode for this. And the reason why you would want to do that is there is an item called a docking station. I don't have the emeralds to do that. I do have the emeralds to do that. Came from that the mining shrine, but that's okay. It would be obsidian, redstone, emerald. I don't really need them. You put a dank null in a docking station, and you can actually feed from it, away from it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this holds enough that I could probably use it for storing all of my blocks. What I mean by that is all of the ores that I get. I could probably store them in there, not worry about losing any, but I'd rather not have anything that does... Hey, creeper, what's up? How you doing? You need to leave my house alone. I'd rather not have to deal with that. So yeah, dank null, magnet, and I'm going to get to the hole in just a moment. There's something else I want to do too in this particular episode. Let's see, I've got iron going. I want the tin ore and the copper ore, but I remembered something and I decided to look it up. So let me go ahead and take care of that before we go looking at the hole. Yeah, we're going to look at that before we go looking at the hole. The hole is down here, by the way. Here's a brief glimpse at it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I did find that the quartz grindstone is in this pack, and we should just need some cobblestone, need a wood gear. That's easy enough. Need some cobblestone, and should be able to make one of these. And then we just need, let's see, at applied, there we go. Just need a wooden crank, one of these. Now what that should let me do, no, I don't want to put the cobblestone there because it'll end up going where it's not supposed to go. So, what this should let me do is I should be able to place it, place the crank on it. There's a crank. And now I should have early... Can I put both of them in there? Early grinding. Now you can end up breaking this crank if you use it further than the things that are in here. So let's see. I got one pulverized copper from that one. This does not always double. Okay, it's a very manual process, and it does not always double. Sometimes it's only one. But now we have 5 of these, and we've used up 3 copper ores, so we have managed to double a couple of them. So I'm going to sit here and do this for a moment while I'm talking to you. The other thing that I wanted to mention about the dank null is whenever you have something selected, I told you how to select something, but I didn't tell you what you could do with it. When you have something selected, you can place it. Just like that. I have cobblestone selected, I can place it. Now, if I break it and I walk up, it just disappears. It's because it went right back in here. Alright, let's check. Yep, I'm doing just fine. The wooden crank will break if there is nothing in the device to break. Now, if you're paying attention, you can see when it is done, whenever everything is finished inside of the grindstone. But I just want to get some of this going because I want a less stop saying Zeph. I want a less manual way of handling the grinding of the ores. Alright, I'm going to get some of this started cooking with my favorite thing, tiny coal here. Let's see, do I still have plenty of that in there? Yes, and we're getting all kinds of coal, so I'm going to just 8 coal equals 64 tiny coal. Put half of that in there, well, a little bit more than half it seems, and then that in there, and then we'll just hold on to the rest. And we'll do some more grinding. So how was your day? Yeah, I'm just kind of leaning back in the chair, sitting next to the microphone going, so how's your day, man? Mine is going pretty good. You may hear a little bit of noise in the background. It's because I'm recording this later than I normally do. I normally record during the day. But I am recording this in the evening at this point. Just like it's evening outside. Hey, we're working on 10 ore now. Yay! I want a few of those because I need the copper, I need the tin, I need gold, and I need iron. And I'd already cooked gold and iron before I remembered this grindstone. And to see if it was here, since we had applied energistics too. And since we do have it, and it is here, I'm going to use it. Alright, that gets me going, I believe. I think I need at least 2 more of those. I may be wrong, but then I may be right. That was a reference, by the way. Okay, let's get you cooked. Throw more of you in there, and all of that will get cooking. We still have the generator here. That's going to be very useful. Alright. I am going to grab this copper. And this is what we want. It's been a long time since I have messed with thermal expansion. So, I want a pulverizer. Pulverizer. Right there. To get one of those, I'm going to need a piston. To get one of those, I'm going to need some cobble. There, wait, where's my cobble? There's my cobble. Alright, piston, check. Then I'm also going to need a redstone reception coil. I should have what it takes to make that. Then I'm going to need a machine frame. I do not have the 10 gear, but that is exactly what I'm working towards here. 10, low 10, yay 10. Okay. So, 10 gear from thermodynamics. Machine frame, and then copper gear, not from thermodynamics, thermal foundation. 2 copper gears, and then we should have ourselves a pulverizer. Okay, I am going to put this pulverizer. I kind of really need another coal generator, but for the moment, especially you know what else we're going to do? We are going to get ourselves some at thermal. We want some, what's it called? Flux duct. Flux duct will work just fine. Lead. 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 Hello, lead. How much lead am I going to need? Harden requires Envar. So lead, I'm going to need 2. 2 lead. Do I have lead? I should have lead. There's some lead. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and throw in the lead and see if we can get some of this taken care of. We're doing the hand cranking live. Completely live. Well, not live. Recorded, but live. Because I'm not cutting. I'm not cutting. I know I should have had some of this ready. But this is fun. For me. Maybe. Not really. I won't ever do this to you again. Maybe. There's our tin. Can we get the lead, please? I would get the lead out, man. Get the lead out. See if I can show off what it looks like whenever it... Basically, it pauses for a second before it breaks. There. Notice it stopped? I could have broke it if I would have kept going. Alright, so we got some lead. Lead. Copper. Tin. Let's go ahead and cook up the rest of the tin, because why not? Alright, just need 2 pieces of lead, and then we can move along with this without causing a lot of issues over here. Which is perfectly okay with me. Do. No, you're not lead. You're lead. Thank you. Alright, we are going to make a little bit of leadstone. Flux stock. Dink, dink, dink. Place. Stuff. I'm going to place the pulverizer. Yes, I know I placed 2. There's a reason for that. We'll place pulverizer right there. I'm going to hit configuration, hold down shift, and click the center right there. Completely taken care of. Now, if we stick the tin ore in there, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's better than holding down right click. And it will always get you to. Actually, uses for this in the pulverizer. There's a 10% chance that you will get pulverized iron by pulverizing tin. So there we go. The definite doubling of our ores, which is makes me very happy. And now what we can also do is these furnaces are great and all, but let's see. Can I actually access you? Yes, I can. Good. Wanted to make sure. We can go ahead and make a redstone furnace. We're going to need bricks for that. Clay. No. Don't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, was it? Is that all I'm going to need? Should be. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to throw 8 clay in there. So the rest of this, we're just going to throw all of this in there, except for the tiny coal, because I'm just going to throw that in there. Let's go ahead and get the redstone reception coil done. And copper gears. 1, 2. And machine frame. We're going to need another 10 gear. One of those. And then we just need to make the machine frame itself, and then the bricks. This is 4 of them. Let me get this. And now we just need 1 more. 1 more set of bricks. But while we're doing that, let's go look at the hole. Here's the hole. See? It's a beautiful hole, isn't it? Cobblestone. Yes, it's cobblestone. Yes, I know that is bleh, but it's a beginner's resource. Okay, I had a lot of cobblestone. I dug a hole. There's a lot of cobblestone. There's a lot of cobblestone in that hole, or used to be. I'm using the regular wide bricks up here because that is the foundation of the house. Okay. But normally the ceiling is going to be these tiles for now. And then the floor is going to be these disordered tiles, and the wall is going to be the wide bricks. See? Ceiling, wall, floor. Now, this is a 7 tall room. Okay, so this is 7 tall. And remember that we are planning on claiming a 3x3 chunk area. So I can go further this way by a chunk, that way, and that way. So I can dig in, dig out, etc., etc. So this place is going to get a lot bigger than the hole that you're currently seeing. I used some more of the Secura fence just for this because the color goes good. And then you can see down there is another 3 tall area. Now remember, I said I was going to use this for the ceiling, so why is this the floor? Because this is going to be a closed off section that is used specifically for piping. It allows me to get down here, 2 tall, can go through here and have piping, wiring, all that stuff on the ceiling and out of the way. And here's another 7 tall room. with another 3 tall gap in it. And another 7 tall room with another 3 tall gap. You're probably getting the point here. And then this is a much taller room. I didn't count how much, but if I would have done 7 and 3, we would have gone further down, and I don't want to go further down. I want to be at Y level 13, and that is what I'm at. I am at Y level 13. Why 13? Because I like 13. It's my anniversary, the 13th. So we have ourselves a fence right here, running down the whole thing. This ladder will not stay. There's going to be a replacement for the ladder. Maybe you can guess. I think I've mentioned it already before, but that's what's going to go there. And that's what I am working towards now. I want the infrastructure, the building ready. Like normally you don't start putting all your machines till you got a building ready. So I want to make a building, but I have to do some temporary machines. And the next thing I want to head towards is RF tools. But of course I'm also going to need some ender pearls for that. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our other bricks here. We are going to grab those, and then we make a redstone furnace right here. Place redstone furnace there. It's going to start filling up with power. How are we doing over here? We're getting plenty from the coal. Again, I plan on switching over to canola. We're just not there yet. Reminds me, let's look at something real quick. There is a machine. There it is. A phytogenic insulator. Or, insulator. That is... If we hit uses on that, there's 121 uses. Okay, so let's go to Canola. If I click here, we can use a phytogenic insulator to grow canola using fluxed phytogrow, rich phytogrow, and phytogrow. Phytogrow, sawdust, niter, slag. I might go with a different power system. I don't know yet. I'm deciding. There's a lot of options in here. There's a lot of options in here. Let's see. I don't even know. Do we have immersive engineering? Oh yeah. I could go close if necessary. Close is right there. I would need some iron plates, some treated wood, some vacuum tubes. Vacuum tubes is... I'm going to have to find the blueprint, aren't I? No, I want the vacuum tube one. How do I get the vacuum tube one? Vacuum tube is the crafting components one. Oh, it looks like I can make that. That's cool. Copper, aluminum, iron. It's not too bad. We may head towards a garden close. That'd be cool. Could grow us some canola. Okay, we now have a powered furnace, which I'm just going to go ahead and do this with at the moment. We have ore doubling, so I could actually go ahead and let's go ahead and run like, I don't know, a whole bunch of iron through it for the moment. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and click this one to just send the output of this to over here. And you're going to accept that output. And we're going to do... auto output is enabled. Yeah. Okay, good. And we're going to go ahead and get our iron kind of automatically going here. It's not going to move over this yet. I don't want it to move over that yet. But that is going to be it for this episode. We now have ore doubling mechanics. So you've seen how I've done the mining. You've seen the machines. We started with the grindstone to not necessarily double, but a bit closer. But it's a very manual process. And now using a little bit of coal as our power, which actually is a little more, what's it called, efficient. And using coal over here, we are now powering these two devices that are now pulverizing and cooking our iron at the moment. And let me see, one last thing. Do I have a crate. I'm going to stick this crate right there, and I'm going to throw that out there, and auto output should be enabled. Yeah, there we go. So we can make everything leave this and just go straight into there. So that's a nice little automated system. These machines, probably by next episode, are going to be on the next floor, right here. This is going to be the first floor we start working on machines with. This is going to be for other things. Mostly decorative. So, thanks in advance for the thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. I've been Saf, and you've been doubled.